A few days ago, a streamer by the name of Einrun did the impossible, beating Radon with one hit. The mad lad dealt 105,527 damage using Fire Knight Greatsword. This is my rendition of that build without using crazy buffs and hot swappings for the average player base. If you are interested in one-shot builds, please watch Einrun's video on it. Spoiler warning for all 10 Remembrance bosses and Bell. I'll be using Royal Knight's Resolve for the most part. I'll use Rakshasa set for the 8% extra attack power, and these are the talisman I'll be using, and for Radon I'll swap these two in. For the physic I'll be using Deflecting Hard tier and Stone Barb Crack tier. I'll be using Giant Hunt for Bell and Flame Spear for Skadjutree avatar. My buff routine consists of Golden Bow and Flame grant me strength. First up is Midra, my favorite boss fight. His weakness is slash damage and he can be hemorrhaged or bleed easily. My build helps me breaks his posture easily. It's a well-scripted fight if you know what you are doing. Next up is Dancing Lion. He is weak to pierce and fire. Our charge R2 does pierce damage. I also used Counter Hit Talisman for additional attack power. This build can easily two-shot the boss. Next up is Rellana, Twin Moon Knight. She is weak to pierce and lightning. Her posture can be broken easily with few charge R2s, which make this fight a lot less tedious. Next up is Mesmer. He is weak to slash and holy attacks. You'll have to learn his multi-hit combos and try not to break his poise in first phase. It'll help in defeating him early on second phase.
America, a curse upon thee.
Next up is Putrescent Knight. He is weak to holy damage. He is weakest of all the DLC bosses. His poise can be broken easily. You'll have to be careful of his frost attacks and combo attacks with Horse. Next up is Mater, Mother of Fingers. She is weak to slash damage and can be hemorrhaged or bleed easily. Her poise can be broken easily. Her belly is her weak point. On second phase, run back for her AoE attack. Next up is Commander Greatsword. He is weak to holy damage. This is my first boss fight, usually in build runs or challenge runs, because after defeating him you get 5 Shadow Tree fragments. His starting charge attack can be parried using deflecting hard tear. With this build you can break his poise using few charge R2s, which greatly helps in this fight. In his second phase you'll have to roll into his AoE attacks to avoid it. Next up is Shadow Tree Avatar. He is very weak to fire, so only for this fight I had changed weapon affinity to Flame Art using Flame Spear Ash of War. This boss has 3 phases each with different move sets. First phase has Thorn attacks, second phase has charge and projectile attacks, third phase has AoE attacks and combination of phase 1 and phase 2. Next up is Romina, Saint of the Bud. She is weak to fire and frostbite attacks. With this build you can break her poise with 2 charge R2s. In second phase run back for her AoE attack. Her attacks will be more aggressive in second phase, so watch out for it. Next up is Bel the Dread. He is weak to pierce damage, and similar to Mitter boss fight from Dark Souls 3, his head takes the most damage. This boss is easy to learn because of his telegraph attacks. in his phase transition. Get back, don't get greedy as me. When he flies in the air, keep running while locked onto Bell to avoid his fireballs, and when he lands, time your roll to avoid the launch. His second phase consists of same 2 to 3 hit combos as in first phase, but on the last hit it converts to AoE attack, so jump it or roll it to dodge the attack. And finally we face Radon, consort of Miquella. He is weak to holy damage in first phase, and in second phase he is weak to pierce. For this fight you should be close to him as long as possible. You can punish his gravity lunge attack, his savage lion's claw attack, his 3-hit cross swipe attack, and 4 to 5 multi-hit combos. In second phase, if you having trouble attacking him, you can rot him by throwing 2 giant rot pot in his T-pose AoE attack. Deflecting tear also helps in parrying his T-pose AoE attack. In second phase he has follow-ups to all his combo attacks, and a grab attack where if you are grabbed by him twice your heart will get stolen, or in Gen Z's turn you get rizzed by Miquella. You can break his charm using Miquella's Ruin, which dropped from Skadu Tree Avatar.
I promise you, 1,000-year voyage guided by compassion.
Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoy this video, please like and subscribe the channel. It really helps a lot. Thank you.